you said several times that this team doesn't play like it practices. Through all the practices this year, was there one time that really sticks out as like, oh, this is the worst practice? They're just not getting this part of what we want to do. Can you
No, actually no, because we force them to play the way we need to play. It's just a constant talking, and I don't really think they can control themselves. We try to control it, but it's constant. And then they go out and they perform. Like, it's the craziest thing. We probably have this once a practice about them just talking on the sideline while we're trying to get our stuff in, but it's the identity of our team.
Could you have seen yourself loosening those reins like you have this year in the past?
I'm gonna go with the flow. Like I really am. I'm able to pivot. I'll fight it for a while, and then when it's who they are, it's who they are. You can't really fight who people are. You just gotta figure out how you can actually integrate what we want, what they're gonna give us.
That being said, how are preparations this week? I know they had a little bit of rest going into the tournament.
Yeah, we took Monday and Tuesday off. Got back in here today. A lot of energy, a lot of focus, a lot of just readiness.
I know you guys always emphasize defense, but how much more important does defense come when you're trying to win 3 games in 3 days?
I mean, I think the one thing that we can assure ourselves of is defending. And the offensive stuff may be up and down and all over the place, but we'll defend. We'll defend. We'll make it hard for somebody to get flow into their offenses, and some people may be able to disrupt our flow offensively. I like the team that we're bringing to the tournament.
Coach, when did the Gamecocks let you know Taylor would be coming back, and what was your reaction to that?
I knew for a while. Yeah, we knew for about a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was a month. It was about a month, maybe 3 weeks. It's a big deal for our program, for Powell to feel and her family to feel like this is they want to extend their college career and prepare a little bit better for the WNBA. I think our coaching staff, her teammates, this community, all made her feel very comfortable in deciding that she wants to do it again.
Another area you guys seem primed to have the upper hand over a lot of people is those numbers, the depth on your bench, that sort of thing. How much of a difference from your lengthy experience is that when it comes to the tournament and the run you guys are kicking off here?
I think here it is. When you're able to win a national championship, you know why. When you haven't won one before, you're always clawing and scratching for what you think you need, but until you're able to do it, depth is way important in making that run, making that track. Even an SEC tournament championship, it takes that in order for you to, especially the way we play, especially how much talent there is in our game. You're gonna have to have the rest to display the talent minute for minute. And if you have to play 35, 36, 38 minutes for 3 games, it's hard to win a championship that way.
You talked a lot about the inexperience of this team of young players. Have you talked about how different postseason play is, or just kind of they're going to have to see them get out there themselves this weekend?
Really haven't. No, I think you just let them play it out. And then if they feel like they're nervous, then you address it. But they're a pretty loose group, so we're not going to address it until we feel like there's an issue there. Other than that, just let them play free and loose.
There were frustrations this weekend. There were some conversations that you had to have with some of your players. Is it, I don't know, even kind of nice to have to address some of that stuff before, so that as you turn the page into the tournament, everything's out on the table and you guys have been able to address some of that stuff?
Who's that?
Well, you were visibly feisty on the bench more so than usual.
Wait, for Tennessee?
Yeah, against Tennessee. Not against Tennessee. I mean, in talking to your girls, you talked about you had to bench some people.
Oh, that part.
Yeah.
That ain't an issue for me. I'm not. We address it like I'm a coach that doesn't get too high with the highs or low with the lows. I deal with things as they come, and then I forget about it. And then when it's repetitive, you make me forget about what took place before. But other than that, I'm good. Our players, they apologize and we move on. I'm not lingering on anything. We got enough. Like if someone messes up, it's gold for somebody else. So I mean, I'm good. I'm not frustrated with our team. I could be frustrated with some dynamics within the game, but not necessarily, our players.
I know you guys say you guys don't play for individual awards and stuff, but Ashlyn obviously publicly said she wanted the 6th Woman of the Year. It didn't go to her. How can she use that as motivation during the postseason?
I mean, it's just that, I think Ashlyn, and I'm biased. When you look at what she was able to do and being a stat filler, I think you should consider that great. But I do think some people and some teams may have some South Carolina fatigue when it comes to these awards. But I think our players are pretty happy with what we've been able to accomplish as a team. And hopefully we'll take that into this weekend and do what we plan to do. Yes, I would have loved for Ashlyn to be 6th woman. I would have loved to have, Powell, one of our other players on the first team. Yes, I would have loved to have Camilla as the Player of the Year, but that's not the case. That's not things that we can't control. But what we can control is how we perform this weekend.
Getting to go up to Greenville again, somewhere that's within reach for the fans and this team's support system. Just how special is that to have it somewhere so close to home?
I'm going to try to not say how much it helps us to just be right up the street, because you'll have coaches not wanting the SEC tournament being in Greenville, but does it give us an advantage? Yes. But if it's in the Bahamas, our fans are coming. So, and then everybody else's fans. I mean, people are fans of the SEC tournament. Greenville being a city in which has exhibited it being a great spot for everyone, for the majority, I would say that. The people that come there and visit and enjoy the games, they also enjoy a nightlife, they enjoy great scenery, they enjoy great restaurants. I mean, it's a great place to host an SEC tournament. I will say this: if we move, the ACC is going to come in and take over Greenville, and we don't want that to happen.
Dawn, what do you do with all your Coach of the Year award plaques? You get them in one place and they spread out around your house or at the office again?
Nothing's at my house. Everything's here, probably in our office somewhere. Yeah. And I don't say that to take it for granted. It's cool after the first one, because your first one you really enjoy the notoriety. Now it's just about championships. It really is. It's about that, and it's about our players, being able to be recognized in that way. But our coaching staff has done a great job with managing, all of them, all the players that we got to manage, and they do most of the heavy lifting when it comes to just day-to-day stuff that needs to happen with keeping them at a great level, confidence-wise, and with a great understanding of how their responsibilities are important, no matter if they play a minute or if they play 30 minutes.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.